Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's...
Oh, good effort! Goal! Manchester United! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a good ball out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Deftly away. Ball is over the line. Here comes the corner. Shonen Belmare with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rooney getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Fernando Torres. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Shonen Belmare clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Hazard.
Shonen Belmare are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Dani Olmo. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Darwin.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Darwin. Great ball, and he's in charge, surely! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Davids. Now he's got space here. Davids unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shonen Belmare have got it back, and they'll have another go. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Rooney. Mbappe
has been indicated.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Ambitious ball here. So, a temporary halt to the action. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Fine souvenirs. Substitution.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Terrific save by Abbiati. Damn it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Davids clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Not the most accurate pass. Goes for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Danny Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's come to nothing. Beckham. He's found... It's Inzaghi! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Shonen Belmare have their third corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's gone in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Shonen Belmare cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Darwin, distributed tidily. Looking for options for movement. Messi gets into a good position. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And the counter is on now then. And it's Albert Ferrer looking to play him in. And that's an excellent interception.
Shonen Belmare really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Rooney. It's a promising position.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So a chance here. What can they make of it? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Irwin promptly onto that, and that is that. Abbiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's picked his way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Irwin is there, and he can pick it up. Tries to play it through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, no joy this time. Beckham makes the interception. Cannavaro. Abiati is there to clear. So that's it, it is all over. So that is it, the end of the road. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Many thanks to Jim. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then.
Well, I think Thiago's going to have a massive role to play in this game, Peter. Best deployed deeper in midfield. He likes to drop back into defence at times, force that defence wide and forward, creating overloads, while constantly looking to play balls into feet, those little half spaces.
And he does all of that in his unique style with a certain swagger.
Yeah, but he has another side to his game which I also really like, the athleticism that allows him to switch to a more box-to-box role when needed, especially when he's partnered with a more static defensive midfielder. Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gerrard. Now it's Inzaghi. He's a sharp little ball here. Olise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. Gerrard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Dembele. Can he get it through?
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Olise. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. It's a sharp pass. Stojkovic. And that interception was most necessary. And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Olise. Fernando Torres. Look at the space here. So much time and space here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
The major moment in the game. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to...
And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please join me in wishing
Reflections
all
on the
best
first
to
half?
members of our
Well, look,
fan club
it may be
celebrating their
0-0,
wedding
but it's
anniversary
had its
today.
moments. I think the most notable, of course, being the missed penalty. It could prove to be pretty costly, and we'll have to wait and see on that.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Sean and Belmare clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now Torres! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Thiago. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Inzaghi. He is through here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Wriggles his way through. Olise's cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Albert Ferrer with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just...
Could be danger here. He has found the way through. It's Azar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Shonen Belmare with the corner, there first.
Him is number 9, Francesco Totti.
And that has been cleared. They want to be quick to recover this.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field is number 23, Beckham.
And he's there to get it away. That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Totti is there, and he can pick it up. And that's a good ball. Decent chance! And no mistake. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Neymar.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your...
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two
everybody,
teams,
and welcome
each
to
seeking the
today's
perfect
match.
pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
Yeah, and he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
He is through here. Foot in. Roberto Carlos had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Now it's Shevchenko. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Besiktas certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Fernando Torres. Picked out brilliantly. A big chance! And he scores! The first significant strike. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Now it's Torres, shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Looking for the far post. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Could be danger here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Delivers with wit.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Berbatov. And it's Totti. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Totti. Cafu.
Oh, really well played.
Now it's Totti. And a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Besiktas restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Xavi Alonso.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Totti. That's a lovely, neat pass. Davids.
Might want to be careful there.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. And that has been cleared. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen
So it's one
right now
each.
for
How are you
information
seeing
on
it,
our
Jim?
shuttle bus
Well,
service.
it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him.
Second
is
period then
number
underway.
22, Batistuta. Substitutions taking place.
Nicely intercepted. Hazard. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Shot could be on. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that's a throw-in. Adams is there to clear. Good effort from distance. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's being shifted off it. Nicely spread. Look at the space here. Lovely. Decent chance! Dispatched clinically. Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Darren Fletcher. So we've reached the hour mark. And that is a little undercooked. Shonen Belmare ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Marquinhos was in no mood for any of that. Just eases him off the ball. Distributed tidily. Hazard. An uncompromising challenge. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And he's found a way past. Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Ambitious ball here. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Shonen Belmare go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And this is Beckham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. whtsup. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Number 9, Francesco Totti.
Best ploughing through the middle. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Pelé. Shonen Belmare needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Kimmich.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, it's come look. Shot a goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Neymar.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Neymar taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Marquinhos. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Shun and Belmare really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess...
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence.
Bale! Oh, split-second reaction.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And it's Olmo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs.
And Batistuta! It's there! He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So, a breakthrough already. He is through here! Makaleli.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Caceres. And that's been drilled in. Bale finds himself offside. Marquinhos.
Shunan Belmare really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Maldini. No, that's been intercepted. That is good alertness. Batistuta. Oh, this is a very good run. He's got away. Can he finish? And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!